Oh, the shark, babe, has such teeth, dear, and it shows them pearly white.
Welcome to another episode of
Mac
and me.
My name's Michael Allen Craig, but you can call me Mac. Today we'll be cooking with my mom, Vivian.
Hello.
And today we'll be talking a little bit about myself and a few different kinds of knives and how to use them. Well, you know what they say about a day without wine. So today I'll be drinking Cougar's Sangiovese. And this is a very nice wine, has hints of raspberry and vanilla, and it will go great with my demonstrations. So these are a few of my knives and different utilities that I use in the kitchen. These are the average Joe's knives. This set was purchased at Costco for a little over $100. Now this knife right here, my baby, this is the Kershaw Shun Onion Paring Knife. This retails for about $130. So this knife by itself costs more than all of those knives. Now pricing in knives isn't everything. You want to get something that is good for you, but also good for the things that you're using it for. We're starting off with our 3 chef knives. This one's very nice and big. I use it mainly for dicing up herbs and breaking down lobsters. Their tails, you can just snap right down the middle, very easy with this, and you don't cut yourself. This next chef knife is my main knife that I use. Chef knives are great because you can use them for anything in the kitchen. You can use this for dicing, slicing, you can cut bread with it. It's not the best for that, but you can do everything with it. This next one is also a chef knife, and you can do the same things. This one is a Sentoku. This one is also called the Japanese chef knife. This one's great for vegetables. As you can see, it has the little divots inside, and that makes it so the food does not stick to it as well. The chef knife is very good for multiple purposes, and this first way I'm going to show you is how to peel an orange with it. As you can see, I'm just taking off the rind right here, and it's coming off nice and easy. This next one is my cleaver. Now this is great for your mirepoix, which is your carrots, celery, and onion. And this is really nice because you can just cut through stuff very easy with that much effort, which we all know carrots are a little bit harder. So this is a perfect knife for that. This next one is my slicer. This one is a bread knife. As you can see, it has a serrated edge to it, and this makes it so it really slices through the bread easily. These next two are both your sushi knives. This one is my main one, and as you can see on both of these knives, they're only sharpened on one edge. And this is because you only are going to slice one way with it. You don't want to have a lot of back and forth jerking movements. Maybe if you want to make sushi or anything like that, the best way is you're going to just slowly put it through the fish just one time and make nice long slices with it. And this way you can get these nice thin pieces with it, and it's going to look beautiful on a plate. See how nice that is? So typically mahi-mahi you do not want to eat rare like this. You want to cook this up. But if you do get a nice piece of ahi, maybe tambo or hamachi, these are great fishes to eat just like this. You put a little bit of soy sauce on it and it makes a wonderful dish. Very nice, very simple. These next two are utility knives. These are really nice knives because you don't really need the chef knife for a medium-sized job. This knife is great. I use it for cleaning fish. I use it for little jobs. This one I mainly use for tomatoes. As you can see, it also has the serrated edge, which cuts through tomatoes very easily. So right here, we have some mahi-mahi. This is a great fish to use for tacos, and just, that's my favorite right there. All you gotta do is take the skin off right here, which is very simple to do. My favorite knife is a utility knife for this. As you can see, they took out all the bones for us. So all we gotta do is cut along the middle. The easiest way to peel a fish from its skin is make a little slit and slowly bring it up. You want to go back as few times as possible. And as you see, we didn't waste much. We have this nice piece of fish. Anything that's not the nice pink color, you typically want to take off. So right here we have a nice piece of fish. You can season it, you can then sear it up, put that in a taco, and bam, you got a fish taco right there. Now we always want to clean our tools. These next two are my boning knives. As you can see, this one's really worn down. I can push down on the blade. And I use that because you don't want a really sharp knife when you're scraping bones. Because when you're scraping them, it's going to stick to the bone if it's too sharp, like this one. When you're skinning the bone, it's called Frenching the bone. And that's when you're going to take all the meat that is left on there after you cut it all off with this. This one's sharper, so you're going to get as much of the meat off those bones as possible. And if you want to French it, you don't have to. Then you can take this knife, which is a lot duller, as you can see, and you're going to scrape it. Frenching will make your bones look very nice and clean, and that way you'll have a very nice presentation for your bones and your meal. These next two are my paring knives. This one, as you can see, is a little bit thinner, and this one has a really big handle. And that's because this one is a lot more design oriented. This one, as you can see, has the very curved handle, which really fits into your hand nicely. Your thumb goes right there, and it's just a beautiful knife. That's why this one is one of my favorites. This one is a little bit cheaper. This one retails for about $50. And this one is also a great knife. You know, you have your nice firm grip. You can do stuff very easily with it. You can do small jobs with paring knives. Cutting cherry tomatoes in half. You can clean different things. Peel an apple if you want to. This may not look like much, but this is something very important to you in the kitchen. This is called a steel. And it's mainly used for sharpening the edge of a knife. Now, what it's really doing is not sharpening, but it's straightening the knife. A steel is magnetized at the end, and when you run it down the knife, when it's not sharpened, is like this. When you sharpen it with a steel, it'll bring it back to its point. And that's what we're doing. That's why it's magnetized. So you're bringing it down and you are straightening the blade. This little guy here is great for soft cheeses, mainly like this goat cheese. All you have to do, obviously you have to take it out of the wrapper, but you're just going to take it, push it down, and it's going to give it that nice wavy look to it without a lot of effort. So thank you for visiting me for the very first episode of Mac and Me.
Look out, old Mac is back!